Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to Zentropy Aviation, and we have the third and final variant of the Dornier Do J Wal to show you. This time I have decided to escape the dramatic, moody Seattle with its dark clouds and get us into a more of an ocean environment. We are in the middle of nowhere, off the Florida coast. We want to increase power a little bit and start steering this baby towards or away from what's happening here. Okay, so we are off the coast of Florida. I found some sort of fort something. I think it's some kind of a military base. And we are sitting here it's a military installation off the coast of Florida. So we are sitting here, you can see the water effects with the Plus Ultra variant. Let's take a look inside the cockpit and see what this looks like. I have now completely given up trying to start this aircraft in cold and dark. If it doesn't work on the other two, chances are it's not going to work on this one. So I'm just going to have to live with it until that gets patched. That is probably my only complaint. You will notice here, well, first of all, the waves are a little bit more substantial here than the place that I was taking off from before. So let's see how it behaves on that. Let's double check the climb. Okay, 1600 and 1450. So we're talking the same RPM. It's interesting, quite possible that it is that they are really the same, but those are three different engines because in the initial selection screen for the aircraft you have different altitudes that are service ceilings and different cruise speeds. So I wonder if the engines are different and they have different cruise speeds. I would think that their optimal climb and cruise power in terms of RPM would be slightly different, considering that these are three completely different engines. But I digress. In any case, the way it's modeled now is the performance is exactly the same in terms of what you're looking for on the RPM gauges. And this cockpit is very similar to that of the Amundsen N25, more bare bones. So it looks like the Cabina variant is going to be your most involved cockpit out of the three variants, right? These two are a little bit more Spartan than the Cabina. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take off. Maybe overfly that military installation. See what that's all about. We're gonna set our RPM to 1600. Interesting. So in this one, 1600 RPM is not max power. Cool. Good to know. So we are able to push the RPM of the engine past the 1600 RPM that it calls for climb power. Good to know. So they are somehow modeled differently. That is good to know. We are, in terms of being in the air, the three variants are very similar in terms of how easy it is to control them, their general responsiveness, and in this particular case, because we have looked at the other variants, we are going to go ahead and test a few things like stalls, power on stalls, power off stalls, and see how the aircraft behaves in those situations. So we are going to overfly this military installation really quick and see what that's all about. I see there is a question being raised in the forums about a lack of places to do cold and dark starts, parked spots for seaplane bases. Like I have mentioned, the Dornier Design Seattle Landmarks does include a couple of seaplane bases. This almost looks like a military prison of some sort. But no, anyhow, so the Seattle Landmarks package does include 2 seaplane bases, and those do have parking spots, water parking spots. That's how I was able to test the cold and dark start, or the lack of it, in this aircraft. So if you're looking for something that's going to enable you to do that, the Seattle Landmarks package is one of them. I'm pretty sure that some of the other packages available on Orbix also have mentioned that there are some seaplane bases modeled. So take a look at that. I am going to take a look at that, see maybe now that we have more and more seaplanes showing up in a simulator, maybe it makes more sense to start acquiring some packages that have third-party seaplane bases. Airports, we have a lot. We have plenty, and they're good. That's all fine and dandy, but I think it would be fun to have more seaplane bases. I know there are some freeware packages available on Flight Sim 2, so do take a look there. I am also going to take a look. I guess kind of as a side advice, as a rule of thumb, one of the newer features of Flight Sim 2 is that it provides a check or classification for Sim Update and the newest version of the simulator compatibility, just to be safe and have my simulator be as stable as it is now. I don't download anything unless it has been marked stable for Sim Updates, for World Updates. Sim Update 8, right, that. World Updates don't really affect compatibility all that much, although now they do, I would think. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just for Sim Updates, or maybe that classification is for World Updates. I'll have to check. So power on stall. I'm doing that now. Let's see if we can stall it. Oh yeah, that's gonna do it. Not much is happening. I don't think I'm climbing. Okay, maybe it's starting to. Maybe it is starting to drop a wing. Is it? Not really. No, just kind of leisurely sort of ventures off the straight line path and just has a slight bank. Yeah, just a very slight bank to the left is what I'm getting right now. Okay, so let's put the nose a bit down. All right, regain some airspeed, and now we will reduce the power and try to stall this baby. See what happens now. Yay! We have a spin. All right, cool. Okay, let's do it again. Okay. I have used some rudder input to not quite get into the spin. Let's do it again. Okay. Let's do it one more time. Opposite rudder input. Okay, nose down. Alright. So we do have a spin condition when we have a power off stall. Am I also, how is it that I am trimmed so high up? Okay, alright. I just reduced the elevator trim. Alright, this is pretty good. Let's go and put this thing down by the lighthouse over here. Looking at the airspeed. Okay, for stall. Alright. That's not good. Yeah. That was the furthest thing from what I actually was intending to happen. But that's to be expected. I was testing something. Alright. So there you have it. This is the first look at the Dornier Do J Wal from Microsoft and Oliver Moser. Overall, my feelings, it's pretty good. I think it's fun. How long of a fun I'm going to have with this, I don't know. Right now, I feel like doing the 3 bush trips that it comes with. Those are very substantial in length, so I don't know if I will actually complete them, because one of them I believe is 57 hours long. I don't know if I want to fly this thing for 57 hours straight, but we'll see. How much fun and how long am I going to have fun with this? Probably for a bit. At the end, I think this is a good value. It's $15. You get some flying boats, historical aircraft, sort of fun. It needs to have this issue with cold and dark fixed, and soon, please. I hope they don't make us wait as long as they did to get the U-52 patched, and we are still missing supercharger on that one, but that's a whole different story. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep providing you guys with some new content, hopefully some cool, exciting things coming up. As you see, I am working on the quality of content all the time. I'm going to start doing some editing and not just raw footage. working on a few things that are going to make things a little bit more digestible, more exciting, and you can always keep counting on me for providing my honest opinion and feedback. I am going to try to not give any exposure to things that are just outright bad. I might do a compilation video of stay away from these developers, period, because all they do is junk and they have not provided a single worthy product for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I might do a compilation of that, by the way. Just things that you ought to stay away from, kind of a buyer beware sort of a video. But that is later on. I would much rather spend my time and energy on things that are positive and give things positive coverage for things that are interesting and worth looking at. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you around soon. Cheers.